big day for us on the field. One of the topics I spoke to the team about this morning was the term honor the hustle. And for us, that really meant like how hard you can go for it. And during this time of year, you have to find ways to compete. And it may not be the physical side, but it for sure can be still competitive. That's the speed, that's the full speed routes, you know, the way you see the runners finishing down the field, guys going to battle that way. And so I've been encouraged by what we've seen so far. I continue to be impressed by the rookie class. It's a big group, but one that really putting work in, and I think a lot of that goes to the veteran players who have certainly mentored in their own ways. So it's been excellent, OTA so far. I know we're looking forward to having some of you back tomorrow afternoon. We'll hit on some of the offensive topics, some of the play pass, as well as some special teams, and the new rules that apply to that. You saw us working some kickoff return full today. That'll be new for the guys, and we did the kickoff yesterday in that way. So there's some new challenges and new fun stuff to go through as a coach. That's kind of an exciting time too. So moving guys around different spots, trying to find that versatility. Receivers who can play more than one spot, DBs who can play more than one spot. So those are the things I'm looking for and been encouraged by so far.
Yeah,
glad to open it up.
Beth was talking about the new rules and so forth for the kickoff. What's your plan on how to deal with the new kickoff rules?
Well, you don't get a run and start.
Okay.
And so really, you only get the 1 yard for your takeoff. So you don't get to time it up anymore with the kicker. That always took some time to work that part out. But now it's right from a standing start. And so I think what that means is you better really have some really fast guys on the kickoff spot where maybe in the past you could get away with it, the guy who wasn't quite as fast because they had to roll and have some momentum to get going. Same thing on the kickoff return side, because the guys are closer and no wedges, there has to be more ground to close on a return. And that honestly is it's one of the hardest things to do, like that open field blocking where there's so much space. If I was running right at lead and he had to single block me and I have all this space to maneuver around him, you can see how difficult that is. So I think you're going to see even more skill guys on kickoff and on kickoff return, where in the past, if you recall, there might have been an offensive lineman or two on a kickoff return. I don't think you'll see that like we used to.
Will that create more open lanes without the wedges now?
I think
potentially.
It will. I think it potentially could, because of the amount of single blocks that have to take place. Before, you had a double team at one side, a trap on the other. I think the trap blocks would still happen, and some of the doubles that can happen in the zone that's permitted, but not the deep wedges down the field, where the returners are. So it'll be interesting to let it play out, and at the end of 18, it'll be interesting to see. One, I think it will be safer, but is there even more returns, which I think in some ways could make the game even more exciting.